Welcome to another exciting episode of Z-Scale Scotty. What you see before you now is the American Z-Line's 8-passenger car set packaging. And like Rob Clues mentioned in his video, it tells a very interesting story about the history of the Santa Fe Super Chief, the Railway of the Stars. And we are running the full consist for the first time tonight after extensive break-in. We've got all 8 cars on the railway, and it is running fantastic. What we're going to do at the end of the video is try and send it through some of the switches to make sure it can navigate them successfully as well. So far, I've had really good luck with it. It has been able to navigate the switches, even including the double slip switches that I have here in my switching yard. And a lot of times these will cause problems for locomotives. So we're about to find out. So here it is in full splendor. I'm sorry for my camera focusing is not that good. As many of you know that have been following the channel, I'm about to upgrade to a GoPro because this phone is just not cutting it anymore. And the stabilization is not very good either. It still seems to be very shaky. But as you can see it coming through, it will have to navigate 2 switches to begin with. Let's see if we can get a close-up and get it in focus. And it seems to be doing just fine. The cars bump a little bit as they're going through, but that is to be expected with any train in a scale this small. There's the big observation car and the lounge, which I would imagine would contain a bar in it, and then the end car with the rounded end, which I just absolutely love. I can't wait to get some LED lights in the back a bit because it's got little red lenses on the back. I think that they could possibly be lit up, and that would make for a great effect. Alright, so let's try the first switch. Let's throw this one here and see if it can navigate the inner passing loop. If we have a big derailment, of course, we're going to have to stop the video, but it's been doing it just fine so far. As many of you know, I've been working on the bridge here. That's why you see all these extra bridge pieces. I'm getting ready to level it out and make it a little bit better. Alright, so let's see how it does. Big Super Chief coming around the corner. Navigate this first switch. And we're going to focus on this here for just a moment to make sure everything rolls through good. So if it makes it through this one, it's going to make it through the other one okay, because that is the receiving end. Alright, we made it. American Z-Lines has done a fantastic job with this. I am currently rolling it on Marklin 8530 track, which is the largest radius of Marklin track that you can get. In Rob's American Z-Lines video, he told me that he was using, I believe, 270 radius track, and I believe Marklin's outer loop is 220. So let's switch it and let it go through the double slip switches on the inside and see if it can do it. So far I've been very impressed with this consist. I've got all 8 cars being pulled by the Santa Fe Super Chief ABBA set. Let's hope we don't disappoint here. Oh, I missed the switch. We'll have to go through it again. Just a moment. And I'm running it at a relatively low speed until I make sure it can make it through. And as you can see, if you've been following the channel, I've reversed the direction of the set, which is part of the break-in process. I'm not just running it in reverse from the direction that it normally goes. I've actually physically taken all 4 of the locomotives up off of the track and switched the direction so that they're now making left-hand turns, which is also part of the break-in process and helps the worm gear adjust to the trucks turning in a left-hand direction instead of right, which is what it's normally doing. And I've been having a lot of fun. I've been racing the 2 locomotives. As you can see, the GP38s-2 are on the mountain, always running. So I've been racing them, even though the mountain track is substantially longer. It's just fun to watch them race. All right, I think I have my switches right now. Let me look again. I'm glad I checked because I didn't have them right. But they look right now, so let's see how it does. AZL Super Chief navigating Marklin's double slip switch at a moderate speed. And it seems to be pulling it just fine. Sorry if this is going to be a long video, but I've got to run it at a slow speed. All right, it made it through the opening end. It will normally make it through the receiving end without any problem. And sometimes if a car derails, because it's coming through on the receiving end, it will actually put it back on the track. And I need to clarify something I put in the last video talking about 550 millimeter pieces of track. The flex track from Marklin is 660 millimeters. So once again, from the bridge, from end to end, is 2 pieces of 660 millimeter track. And what I mentioned in the last video is that I have several areas that need 550 millimeter pieces of track. So I will actually end up taking several pieces of flex track and cutting 110 millimeters off and putting the electrical connectors back on. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but that is a lot of fun. You have to be very patient and steady-handed so you do not damage the track. So it looks like it is navigating it without any problems. Going through Marklin's double slip switch and then back onto the main line. So we could pass if there were any cars sitting in the yard. So I am very pleased. Anybody that wants this locomotive, they're doing a second run, be sure and put your pre-order in. I would recommend that you run it on a larger radius than Marklin's 8530. Their largest radius, even though I am able to do it. I have spent hours on this track trying to get it smooth so that it will roll without any problems. So just to give you guys an upper view, I know everybody always comments, they're like, we want to see the whole railroad, Scotty. And if I can get my old phone to focus, we'll get a look at it. So we're capable of 3-train operation. I can actually be running 3 trains. We're running 2 at the moment. Look, there they go. Racing. This is the fun I was talking about earlier. Let's see who wins. And then you can see it go through the double slip switch. Big heavyweight passenger cars. Navigating it without any problems. Four locomotives pulling 8 Santa Fe Superliner passenger cars rolling behind it. I looked up a little bit of history on this and learned that Marilyn Monroe had actually ridden on the Santa Fe Super Chief. There's a lot of history with these locomotives from the past. They're no longer in service. Alright, just another update. Keep you guys posted. We keep the trains rolling. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Z-Scale Scotty. Another thing I'm going to do here is on this back wall where you see this hideous wallpaper, I'm going to put a scenic backdrop, like a mountain sky scene there. But actually the plan is to move it into the living room so I can make this layout even bigger. As you can see, I'm running out of room. So we're going to stretch it out, make it longer. I've ordered Rohucon's larger radius track that comes with the roadbed. So that's going to mean we're going to be capable of 4-train operation. We'll keep you posted. Thank you for watching. Z-Scale Scotty signing off.